Once a cheat is always a cheat. How true is this? Hi, my name is Precious Osikar, and this is Book Reviews with Soul. If you are new to our channel, you're just coming across this video or any video on this channel for the first time, I want to say a big welcome, and please do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and yes, turn on the notification bell, and please do also watch this video to the very end. I would love to have your comments and input. Okay, so I just read the book, which is titled Before the Storm by Amaka, Azie. It is a contemporary romance book, and it has themes that it tried to tackle, especially in the area of infidelity. So this is a spoiler free podcast. We do not give spoilers here because we believe that it is good for you to also go and read, and then of course you can form your own opinion. So basically in this podcast I'll be talking about this book, and this is my own opinion. Okay, it's my opinion about it, and of course I'm going to mention one or two things, and I would also love you to get a copy of the book and also read, so that you can also come here, okay, and you can drop your thoughts too. Yes, I would love to read from you what you think about the book. Now, before I go further into this, I would love to talk about the author. Let's get to meet this author in the first place. So, who is Amaka Azie? Amaka Azie is an award-winning writer of romance fiction set in tropical West Africa. She explores the beauty and intricacies of the continent in her sweet and sensual love stories. Born and raised in Nigeria's West Africa, she developed a passion for reading at the age of 12. Now, her interest in writing began in secondary school when she joined the press club. Her active imagination has captured the interest of many. Her books showcase bold and exciting female and main characters with compelling storylines. She was named one of the most influential authors under 40 by the Nigerian Writers Awards for the years 2017 and 18. Now, apart from getting lost in creating fascinating fictional characters, Amaka enjoys reading, painting, and traveling with her family. She lives in the United Kingdom with her husband and daughters, where she also practices as a part-time family doctor. So, built at the platforms, she's on the following platforms you can see: blog, Amazon, Goodreads, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as you can see on the screen. Okay, now let's go now into our book, and I would love to read the blurb of the book. It says, just back from the delightful dates, Nkem Edun gets a phone call. Her ex-husband is in the hospital in critical condition. After 4 years apart, why hasn't he changed his nest of kin? Regardless, Nkem rushes to his bedside. After all, he is the father of her son. But is that the only reason? As the memories of their life together come floating back, so do Nkem's doubts. Would forgiving him be so terrible? And more importantly, could she ever trust him again? Shots. After waking up in hospital, Tunde has plenty of time to ponder the word. Like the shot fired at him point blank, lodging a bullet in his chest that almost killed him. A bullet that also makes him think. Then there's Nkem, the first person he sees when he regains consciousness. Another shot. This one is in the foot and self-inflicted. How on earth was he ever stupid enough to betray his beautiful Nkem and lose his family? He still doesn't know, but one thing Tunde does know: he wants his family back. Will Nkem give him another shot? Okay, now, while reading this book, the author actually gave us this trigger warnings because of the sensitivity, or rather the sensitive nature of the theme, which is centered on fidelity, that is infidelity in marriages and all. So if you are the type that gets triggered, you cannot stand stories like that, then well, I would still say you give this a try, because actually she did her best in ensuring that she pulls it in the right direction. It wasn't like those kind of stories where you're reading it and you are like, oh, this is how it's supposed to be, and you're telling yourself, okay, so are you telling me that, all right, if you do something wrong to people, you should not be remorseful? Our work didn't go that line at all. I could actually see, the build up of emotions. I could see, the resentment of some characters, and I could also see the angle of being remorseful, sometimes dwelling so much on that pain, dwelling so much on that thing that you have done wrong. And I can also see someone begging for a second chance, a second opportunity to do better. Okay, now I want to talk about the characters. I appreciate the fact that she was able to really give us an image of this character, so I could actually see these characters. I know how they look like, I know how they dress. Okay, I really love that about what the author did in the book. For me, my favorite character is Azie, and of course, when you read this book, you will know why he's my favorite. He has a very noble character. At a point, I told the author that I would love her to have a story for him, and truly, she said it's actually a story. Okay, that's the second part of the book, because it's a trilogy. Okay, so this is the first part. All right, before the storm. Okay, I also appreciate Jide, their son. I like the fact that for a boy of 12, he was able to say things, he was outspoken, and I also love the fact that the author was able to tell us what influenced all of these things. All right, I appreciate the author and the storyline, the plot, because it's a sensitive topic. For some people, it's a no for them. They cannot accept someone who has hurt them in a way, and for some people, they believe in second chances. So I like the fact that the author was kind enough to take us through it all and not forcing and rushing things into us. Okay, and especially the character in Nkem, because for me, she was at the receiving end. She was the one going through the pain of the betrayal from her husband. So I like the fact that it wasn't just shoved down her throat immediately. And I love the subtle twists here and there. Yes, there were a few subtle twists here and there. For some characters, things that, wow, we never even expected or thought of. I love the fact that she was able to include that. So for a simple plot, a simple story, I like that in as much as it was simple, you would get to see other characters display, and you would get to see other revelations here and here. Now, some of the parts that personally for me, this is my own personal opinion, that probably I just felt that, okay, maybe there was really no need for it, was the excessive use of the internal thoughts of some of the characters. At one point I felt like it was making it a little bit slow for me, because I am more of a fast-paced person. Okay, once you give me an information, I think I'm okay with that. Although there are some readers who feel that no, you need to repeat it, or you need to throw little reminders here and there. For me, I'm just okay when you say something. I don't need too much of a reminder. So I think those areas was a little bit causing it to be slow for me. But at the end of the day, I really appreciated it, because it helped me to really grasp into the character. And moreover, it's not like it's a story that has so many subplots here and there. So there was really enough time and space to let let readers immerse themselves into the characters. Yes, I also want to appreciate the fact that we included what we call therapy, counseling here and there. I really like that angle. I really do like the angle there. And it gave me this feeling of, okay, so this is how this works, right? Then I also like the fact that it involved something burden on society. So the aspect of plastic surgery, I just love that it's something, it's not overly common. I just like the concept of it. I like it, and I got to learn one or two things, yes, in regards to that. when I was reading. I like the smoothie scenes. It has smoothie scenes, and trust me when I say they were real, they were raw, and I like how authentic it was. So it was not like we were trying to wash off some things, and there were some words used, and if I was to be the one writing it, I would feel like, oh, I need to change the real word of this thing to something else. But this author just went raw like that, and I appreciated it. And I was like, wow, so you mean we could actually do this? Oh, fine. So it gave me that feeling of, yes, you could go straight to the point. You could say those words the way they are without having to pretend about them. Yes, so that is it for me. Enjoy the book, and also I would love you to read this book, Before the Storm by Amaka Azie. So I need you to check out the description part of this video. You would see the links there where you can actually read the books, and of course where you can also drop your review after reading. And like I said, I would really love you to come back here so you can tell me what you think about the book, and I would love us to talk more in the comments. All right, thank you very much for having me.